Hi guys, I'm Philip J. Watt and this is the Conscious Society YouTube channel. Today we have a very special guest. His name is Max Sidorov and he has created a new platform, a new social media platform and portal called Miramir. Now I'm really excited to talk about this and show you what this is all about, because it really does fill quite a few gaps in the current social media landscape. So before we get into it, welcome Max.
Hi Phil, thank you for having me, and hello everybody.
My absolute pleasure. So look, let's just get straight into it. What is Miramir and what can you offer the community? Because you do talk about it focusing on some alternative and progressive type ideologies and the communities and linking them up together. So I'm really excited to hear more about that.
Yeah, well, Miramir started about 3 years ago. I've been into the whole alternative movement for about 10 years and very interested in everything and all the developments which are happening currently in our world. And I noticed that we could be on the verge of a collapse, whether it's economic or political or war or a climate collapse. I mean, our Earth is in pretty big trouble right now in any way you look at it. And in all this turmoil, there are some amazing people doing some really, really cool things, either creating seminars or inventions or creating websites and doing really cool things for our planet. And there are so many of these little niche communities. And the thing about them is they're very fragmented and very much spread out across all the internet. So what is Miramir? Miramir is a social network and portal that hopes to unite all of these wonderful and amazing communities from all across the world and all across the internet. Whether it's alternative health and healing, whether it's yoga, meditation, spirituality, sacred geometry, ancient civilizations, whether it's alternative technology and new inventions, Miramir hopefully will unite all of these communities and all of these people into one. And that is something I'm very, very, very passionate about. And Miramir won't just be another social network. Miramir is a collection of networks and portals combined into one. So Miramir is going to have regular Facebook style functionality where you can create a profile, share posts, create posts, like, share, comment, just connect with people from all across the world. It's going to have an eBay type store functionality, so you can sell or buy really cool stuff, again, from all over the internet, all over the world, with regular cash or cryptocurrency, which is really, really cool. It's going to have Reddit style articles functionality, so people can share and post articles from all across the internet and all across all the cool topics in our truth seeking and alternative community. And the mods are going to be moderating and are going to be voted in by the users, which is going to stimulate clean, transparent functionality, which is going to allow people to pick who is going to be moderating their content. And that, I think, is really, really cool as well. I hope to have some kind of user-powered shield protection as well. I mean, we're going to have a really cool user base. So the people are going to be moderating shills, and we all know what shills. I mean, the people that governments, corporations, companies hire people to spread disinformation specifically about what they want. And there's a lot of shills out there. They're paid. They have it's like a regular job for them. So I really want to get this down, and I really want to have some really cool user-powered shield protection. The next functionality is Q&A. So you're going to have QR style Q&A. So people can post questions, post answers, and get answers on some really niche topics that they might not have otherwise gotten answers to in a really easy and simple format, which is going to open up a lot of possibilities for people in their own development. The next one is groups and events. This is really cool because I'm going to have a really really big map, and you can search by each specific category of events or meetups or seminars or gatherings. Anything, just go on it, easily sort what's happening tomorrow, what's happening next week, next month, next year, all over the world. So people can connect, and all the niche topics and communities can really come together and for people to easily get information on some topics they might have not otherwise known about. I'm going to have them dating functionality so people can either find friends or start a family. There's going to be jobs and freelance functionality so you can either post jobs or look for jobs or hire freelancers. And it's going to be really cool because if for example, some job, if you want to hire someone who's a vegetarian or who has a specific worldview, easily find someone there. That's going to make it really easy for the people who are searching for jobs or looking for people that as well. Later on, I'm going to add crowdfunding functionality so you can easily get funding for your really cool projects by a community who's going to be really interested in those projects. Couch surfing, Airbnb type functionality, recipes, webinars, YouTube style video sharing functionality. So we're not going to be relying on YouTube and their censorship as well on what they're doing with the alternative videos and all that. Ride sharing, some kind of farmer co-op initiative where people can get organic local foods directly from a farmer. And that's also I'm really excited about because we all know locally is the way to go and organic is the way to go. Some kind of global barter market where we can exchange things and exchange ideas and just connect. So Miramir is a collection of portals and networks into one that is going to unify all the amazing people all across the world. And I am so excited about this. Can't even tell you. So I really hope that everything goes well and succeeds. And I think it will, because right now a lot of people are really interested in this. And I think it's a really good time right now for a project like this.
Yes, well, you mentioned events, and obviously there are quite a few platforms to capture some of the mainstream type stuff, but that's something I have noticed in terms of the alternative sort of conferences and seminars and those speakers that are really progressive speakers that sometimes, like, I mean, I went to a conference in Byron Bay a month or so ago, and some of those speakers I'd never heard of. And to be able to access that information a bit more easily, that information being very accessible for me, including those speakers and what they're talking about, that would make my life a little bit easier because I wouldn't have to go to a conference to actually figure out that this person exists and that they're speaking about what they're speaking about. So is that what you mean by events, about linking some of that more progressive and alternative information in a way that helps that community really connect with what's happening, not just in a local and a national scale, but also a global scale as well?
You're exactly right. There are amazing people right now doing some really, really cool stuff, hosting some amazing seminars, gatherings, meetups, walks. I mean, they're doing a lot of good stuff for our planet and spreading some really cool information right now. And a lot of these topics are very, very niche. So if you're not in the community, you might not know about what's going on. And that is actually one of the biggest reasons I started Miramir, is that I wanted to create an easily searchable and an easily viewable map. You could search for each specific topic and see what is going on in your area, what's going on halfway across the world, what's going on tomorrow, next week, next year. And this is going to allow people to, first of all, see and attend these events, real life events with other people and connect with people. And it's going to allow people who host events to easily able to do that very simple and very easily and sell tickets to these events, either through regular currency or cryptocurrency, which is going to make it much easier and much simpler to do this whole process. And this is something I'm very, very, very excited about, because I love attending events. I love meeting new people. And this is just going to allow people to connect even more, even easier, and even simpler.
Now, there has been some pretty serious claims around censorship, privacy, data mining, the selling of data. There's new algorithms that in the social media world, particularly Facebook and Google and whatnot, that really, I guess, restrict this sort of alternative information becoming easily accessible. I write with multiple websites, and those sites have informed me that after the new Facebook algorithm, their audience has really, really decreased. And so is there going to be in Miramar, I guess, contingencies to ensure that everybody's getting the information that they want to get, and that their privacy is going to be ensured, and the right information that we really do need, that really do need to filter out into the masses, won't be censored?
Yeah, I mean, this is a huge issue, especially right now. And Facebook is actively suppressing information from the truth-seeking alternative communities. And I've been speaking, I spoke to Mike Adams from National News and Joe from Collective Evolution, and they're saying Facebook traffic is dropping 20, 30, 40%. And that is massive. And they're doing an active job right now, suppressing and trying to prevent all this information from going out in the public and reaching a larger audience. Not only that, but they sell your information, they sell all your data to the highest bidder, to governments, to anyone really. They're tracking you and they're spying you. And I mean, Facebook and social networks like that are really not conducive to our mission, to our journey as truth seekers and alternative community followers. And relying on those social networks too for our information, I think the time has come for something different. And Miramar is going to be much different with that. And I'm really proud because it's going to be a much more powerful alternative. It's not just going to be a social network, as I've said. It's going to be a collection of portals to allow people to not only spread and create information, but connect with people and allow them to do it very simply, very easily, very effectively, in a user-powered way, where people have a say in where Miramar develops and where we go as a social network, as a community. And I really want to activate the community to have a say, to have their own hand in building this social network and portal, to activate and connect and unify the people from all across the internet, all across the world.
That just sounds exactly what is needed, is required. I mean, as society evolves, as technology evolves, as the way that we communicate, interact, share information, and access this alternative information evolves, we need a platform and a portal to keep up to date with it. So is that your vision? It sounds like that's your vision, is to be that next step to really help this progressive and alternative movement who understands that there is a power structure, a dynasty that really is trying to suppress this information because they want to perpetuate this system, this banking fraud, this media sellout, this whole matrix of material control that infiltrates our governments, our politicians, our media, our health, the pharmaceutical stuff. It's everywhere. It's like the tentacles of the octopus, as sort of reflected in the 007 film, the new film called Spectre. So this is a harsh reality that those in the spiritual community can't keep their heads in their sand about. And we need to really, I guess, expose this to more and more people in the mainstream to really help to transcend this system into the future. So if that's your vision, you can count me in, Max.
Thanks for your support, Phil. I'm super excited for Miramar, and you're exactly right. I mean, they have a hand in virtually every industry on the planet, whether it's science, whether it's health, whether it's spirituality, even farming. I mean, permaculture is a much more beneficial and better way of growing crops, and it's not very widely used at all. And they have done a really good job in conditioning humanity to live and believe a certain belief system and set of values, which benefits only them practically. They are parasites which feed off the effort pretty much the whole world. And at the same time, we could talk all we want about shadow governments or secret societies, but in the end, it is we who's turning their wheels of their machine. I mean, it is us people who fight the wars, who use their banks, who buy their food, buy their stuff, So information is our biggest weapon, information and action. And Mirror Mirror is going to create an alternative to the social networking scene. It's going to create a powerful base where the truth seekers can unite and spread this information and connect and share and just steer our world into a new age, into a new way of living where we as humanity can thrive, where like-minded people can come together and build upon all these wonderful and amazing ideas and just create a new life and a new world for us, our kids, our grandkids, and future generations for hundreds of years to come. And I am so excited that the time has come right now for this. And it will be so cool to see all these wonderful people to come together and unite and really change the world for the better.
Well, there are alternative solutions, aren't there? We have already created this. There is banking systems, there's cryptocurrencies like you mentioned. There are energy technologies. We've got water, we've got free energy, we've got seawater, we've got, all the renewables that could, and hemp could replace the oil industry and a whole ton of different sort of industries that are having environmental impacts on natural systems, including the plant and the animal kingdom. So this stuff already exists, really. The system is there, ready. It's waiting to be birthed, but we haven't built the communities, as you said, and started to actualize it, put it into place, design sort of models to have an implementation framework to actually bring this stuff to reality, because it is all being suppressed. All right, so how can people find information on Mirror Mirror? It isn't yet launched. I know you said you were looking at launching early to mid next year. So how can they get further information on it? And can they sign up? Is there some sort of subscription process prior to the launch?
Yeah, Mirror Mirror is not yet launched. It's in its first beta stages at the moment. For the past 3 years, I've been funding it myself because it's kind of been like my little baby that I've been carrying for the past 3 years. And I realized I didn't want any investors because I didn't want anyone to cloud the vision of Mirror Mirror and where it's going to go in the future. And I wanted to activate and allow the community to have a say in the development process and even in the design process of Mirror Mirror, and really make this project a community effort, a social network of the people, by the people, and for the people. And because of this, I decided to put it on Kickstarter, and it's going to launch on Kickstarter February 3rd. So if this movement, if this project, if this idea vibes with what you believe in, if you think that this is something that can help humanity in any way, and you really want to support us, please come say hello at mirrormirror.com. You can sign up there. Our forum should be live very soon. That way you can get in contact with me and other like-minded people who are also interested in this movement and this project. You can sign up. You can come on Facebook and just read all about us, read what we're about, and take part in this project. If you really want to make this your social network, if you really want to make this something that, I really want to make this something we can all be proud of. So your help would be much appreciated, and we'd be glad to have you in our team.
Well, let's hope there's some other sort of alternative communities and organizations that can really help to promote Mirror Mirror and what you're trying to achieve here, because I have noticed that so many of these sorts of movements are so disconnected in so many types of ways, and they're doing great work individually, but just imagine the work that we could do if we combined in some sort of way. And it is obvious that the internet is a pretty surefire method to ensure that occurs. So, all right, Max, thanks for joining me. Is there anything else that you want to add before we go?
Yeah, well, no matter what's going on in the world, I think that if we as individuals, as people, have something wonderful and amazing and great and powerful that we can do, we should go and do it. And I believe every human being has the potential to do something amazing in this world and change the world for the better. So no matter what happens, keep doing what is right, keep loving, keep spreading the peace, keep being kind, and keep being awesome. And I hope we can do something wonderful and cool together.
Fantastic. Well, the movement's here. We just need to combine together, don't we? All right.
Yeah.
Cheers, Max. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you, Phil.